fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hours draw on apace. For happy days bring in a new moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
For days will quickly stop themselves in night, for nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, pillow string, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble the spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. To pile companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I would thee with my sword and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I shall wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy thee, Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good ages. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou fletched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to her stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not be here before your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death. According to our law, this immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind wanting your father's voice. The other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty, in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, ex my will your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can enjoy the liberty of a nun. Thrice blessed, that they mastered so their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled, than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in a single blessedness.
So I will grow, so live, so die, my lord. Here I will give my virgin paint up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day between my love and me, for the everlasting bond of fellowship. Upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else the wed Demetrius, as he would, or Diana's altar to protest. For I, austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy grace entitled to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then persecute my right? Demetrius, I avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter, Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry, upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But come, Demetrius, and come, Aegis, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look at your arm, yourself, to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate to death or to vow of a single life. Come, my Hippolyta, What cheer, my love! Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With my duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
O cross, too high to be enthralled too low.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
O spite, too old to be engaged too young.
or else misgraft in respect of years,
Oh dear, to choose love by another's eyes.
or if they were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands an edict in destiny. Do not us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she has no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then sail forth to thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood a league without a town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance to our morn of May. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me. Tomorrow truly I will meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair I cannot say. Demetrius loved you fair. Oh, happy fair! Your eyes are low stars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear, when wet is rain and when hot and buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, were favors so, yours could I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. Oh, teach me how you look, and with that art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a Simon lover's flights doth still conceal. From Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and strange companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some are others some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know, and has he errs doting in Hermes' eyes, so I admiring of his qualities. These bales and vows holding no quantity,
Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks with not the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore swing Cupid and painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes figure unheedy haste. And therefore love is said to be child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in game themselves forswear, so that a boy love is pursued everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked in Hermes' eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when he hailed some heat from Hermes' belt, so he dissolved in showers of oath did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermes' flight, then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for his intelligence, if I have thanks at his dear expense. But here I am mean to reach my pain, to have his side thither and back again.
All our company here.
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name which is thought fit, through all Athens, to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the name of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and the most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And the Mary. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready, name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus, a lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look for your eyes. I will move storms, I will condole some measures to the rest. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play earth rarely, but part the tear the cat in. To make it all split, the raging rocks and shivering shocks shall make the locks of the prison gates, and Phoebus shall shine from afar, and make the mar to the foolish gates.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, fate, let not me play a woman.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you must speak as small as you will.
Ooh, and I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Tisney, Tisney. Ah, Primus, my lover, dear, thy Thisbe, dear, and lady dear.
No, no, you must play Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother, Topsnout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus' father, myself, Thisbe's father, Snug the joiner, you the lion's part, and I hope there is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you if it be given me, for I'm slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should frighten the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that you will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you and tweer in any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore you must need play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts. Giving out the parts, I am entreat you, request you, and desire you to condemn by tomorrow night, and meet you in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There will be rehearsed, for it we met in the city. We shall be dug with company and our device known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties such as our play once. I pray for fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oath we meet.
Enough. Hold our cut bowstrings.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through cloud, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's pair, and I serve fairy queen, to dew her orbs upon the green. The cow sleeps till her prisoners be, in their gold cussed spots you see, those birubis, fairy favors, in those freckles live their savors.
The king that keep his revels here tonight. Take the heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling.
Either I mistake your shape in making quiet, or else you are that shredden of sprite. Cold Robin Goodfellow, are not you he that frets the maidens of the Villery? Those that goblin cold you and sweet pack, you do their work and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am the merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
In here, my mistress, would that here we gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bedding company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why aren't thou here? Come from the farthest step of India, but that forsooth the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love for Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest or mead, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brow thou hast deserved our sport. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this temperature we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world, by their increase, knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evil comes from our debate, from our dissensions. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon?
Set your heart at rest. The fair land buys not the child of me. His mother was a virtuous of my order, but she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up for her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you'll patiently dance in a round, and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your hunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall die downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee from this injury. My gentle Robin, come hither. Thou rememberest, since one I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew sibyl at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed, a certain aim he took, at a fair festival throned by the west, yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell, It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I shewed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make a man or woman madly dote.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it lion, bear, wolf, or bull, she shall pursue with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from her sight, as I can take it in another herb, I'll make her render up her
Get you
page to
gone.
me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood, and here I am bowed within this wood because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather do I not in plainest truth tell you, I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn in you. Neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worse or place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me than to be used as you used your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that, it is not the night when I do see your face, therefore I think I am not in the night. For you in my respect are all the world, then how can it sad be I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beast.
The wildest had not such a heart as you.
I will not stay thy question, let me go. Or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do the mischief in the woods.
Aye, in the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fight, Demetrius, we cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we were not made to woo. I follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox lips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. With the juice of this I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet Athenian lady is in love with the disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, now roundel on a fairy song. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
say, all is well, when aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love languish for his sake, be it ox, cat, or bear, in the eye that shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear, wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I have forgot our way. Will rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out to bed, for I, upon this bank, will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one throat.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean, that my heart unto yours sniff, so that but one heart we can make of it. Then by your side, no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander's riddles very prettily. Now much be sure my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant. And good night, sweet friend, thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I. Here's my bed. Sleep give thee all of its rest.
With half that wish the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes am I to prove these flowers forced on stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? The weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, and hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pity soul, she dares not lie. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep he sit on thy eyelid. So awake when I am God, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay! Don't thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy be Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am ugly as a bear. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire, I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosoms makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia, yet Hermia still loves you? Then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born, when at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye? But you must flout my efficiency? Fare you well, perforce I must confess I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of man refused! should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. So thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me, and all my powers, address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander! Help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me! For pity! What a dream was here! Lysander! Look how do I quake with fear! Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling cruel at his prey. Lysander? What? Removed? What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack! Where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak! Of all loves, I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I will perceive you all not nigh. Either that or you I'll find immediately.
If I were fair, 'tis be I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We were hunted prey masters, fly masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about round, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire. And neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, and burn. Like a horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afraid. O bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee? I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down. I will sing, and they shall hear. I am not afraid. The ouzel cock so black of you, the orange tawny bill, the throttle with his nose so true, the wren with little quill,
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
the flinch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain sung cuckoo grey, whose notes full man a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. For indeed, who would set his so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird a lie, though he cried cuckoo never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is my eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me, on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that, and yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, can I glick upon some occasions?
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful?
Not so, neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I shall purge thy mortal grossness, so that shalt like an airy spirit go. Peace blossom and mustard seed!
Ready?
And I,
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Happiness walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers scrub their waxen ties, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love to bed, and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and to him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
hail,
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Peace blossom.
I shall desire you of more acquaintances. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed. I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise your kindred had made my eyes watery now. I desire your more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon methinks looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then, what it was came next to her eye, which must dote on extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule know about his haunted grove?
My mistress with the monster is in love, near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for the great Theseus' nuptial day.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
I but tried that I should use thee worse, for thou I fear hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'ershoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should the murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering spear.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, will you give him to me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men.
Spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty on Lysander's blood, nor he is dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me more, whether he be dead or no.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. We true weakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vow so born, and their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more, when truth kills truth, O devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's, will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her, as were.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
O Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how raping show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow.
O spite! O hell, I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must not join in souls to mock me too. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. to vow and swear to super praise my parts when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er love her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as a guest wisely drawn. And now Helen is at home to turn, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the fate thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide there. Look, where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night, that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of an apprehension makes. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Whoa! She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with this contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we have two shared, the sister vows, the hours that we've spent, when you have chid fasty-footed me for parting us? Oh, it's all forgot? All school days, friendship, childhood innocence, and will you rent our innocent love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, thus not maidenly.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not said, Lysander, as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speak he this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul and tender me, forsooth affection, but by with your setting on? By your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Preserver, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
You canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee by my life. I do, I swear, by that which I will lose for thee. To whom him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Okay, quick, come.
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Away, you Ethiop.
No, he'll seem to break loose. Take on us you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing. Let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Ah! Why are you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love.
Thy love out, Tony Tartar, out. Loaded medicine, hated potion, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with you.
I would hide your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair as I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid! In earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, I did, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt, be certain, nothing truer. This no jest, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me! You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, I fate. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear my impatient answer from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet you.
Puppet? Why so? That way goes the game. That way goes the game. I perceived that she had made me compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she had prevailed with him.
I pray though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shewishness. I am right made for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Hark again!
Hermia, do not so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that. In love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth unto this wood. He followed you, for love I followed him, but he had cheated me, hence me, and threatened me, to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go? To Athens will I bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Oh, be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is skinnish rude. She was vixen when she went to school, and thought she bought belittle. She is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer for her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus offender not was made, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns her services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
You mistress, all this coil is long of you.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer though, to run away.
I am amazed and not know what to say.
This is thy negligence, still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise, that I have no tenant's eyes. And so far, am I glad it so did sort, as their jagging irons deem as sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these tasty rivals so astray. And sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their blows death counterfeiting sleep, with leading legs and very wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next see awake, all this derision shall seem like a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with the league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, And then I will charm the eye release from monstrous view, and all the things shall be peace.
My fair king, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast.
But we are the spirits of another sort, I with the morning's love and oft-made sport. But, notwithstanding haste, make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with the straight.
Follow me to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou run away, thou cower, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars? Telling the wish that thou look'st for wars and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come thou, child. I whip thee with a rod. Is the fad that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When a comer calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. Thus, fallen am I in dark uneven way, and here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this fight.
Ho ho ho, coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runs before me, shifting every place, and dares not to stand, nor look at my face. Where art thou now?
Come hither. I am here.
Nay, thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy this dear. Ever thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night, oh long and tedious night, abate thy hour. Shine comfort from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from this that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up arrows' eyes, steal me a while from my own company.
Yet but three? Come, one more. Two of both kinds makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad. Thus make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedazzled with the dew, and torn with the briars. I can no longer, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
The ground sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and a country proverb known that every man should take his own. In your waking shall be known, Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and seek Max roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Good monsieur, get your weapons in your hands and kill me a red-ripped humblebee on top of a thistle. And good monsieur, bring me a honey bag. Do not fret yourself for too much in the action, monsieur. And good monsieur, have a take care of the honey bag, break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with honey bag, signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Give me your knife, Monsieur Mustard Seed. pray you, leave me a courtesy, good monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing, good monsieur, but to help cavalry cobweb to scratch. I muster the barbers, monsieur, for me thinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat? Or say,
Truly, a peck of provender, I could munch on your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire of a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful of two or dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Thou and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So that the one bind the sweet honeysuckle, gently untwist the female ivy, so brings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee! How I dote on thee!
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her in lake behind the wood, seeking sweet flavors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, and I then did ask for her changeling child, which straight gave me and her fairy sent, to bear him to my power in fairyland. And now I have the boy. I will undo these hateful imperfections of her eyes. And Robin, take this transformed scalp from the head of this Athenian swain, that he awakened when the others do. May all the Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as a fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Now, mighty Tonya, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now!
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all five descents.
Music ho! Music such as torment sleep.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound, music. Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded, with Theseus all in jollity.
My fair king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the nightshade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How come this gentle concord in the world? That hatred is so far from jealousy. To sleep by hate, and fear no enmity.
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But, as I think, for truly would I speak, and now do I bethink me? So it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury here did follow them, fair Helena in fancy following me. But my good lord, I woke not by what power, but some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon, and all that faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only on my Helena. To her, my lord, I was betrothed, I saw Hermia, but like in sickness did I loot this food, but as in health come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegis, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us, this couple shall eternally be knit. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in the great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, my own and not my own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you think the Duke was here, and bid us follow him? Why?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Come, let us follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi ho, Peter Quince, flute, and the bowels mender, snout, the thinker, the stubbly. God's my life. Stolen hands and left me asleep. I had the most rare vision. I have had a dream. Past the wit of a man to say what a dream was. Man is but an ass if he go to expound this dream. Methought I was there. Is there no man I can tell what? Methought I was, and methought I had, but is a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of a man hath not seen. Man's hand is not be able to taste, his tongue is to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. I shall call it The Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter of the end of a play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make this more gracious, I shall sing it after her death.
Have you sent Bottom House? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is married. It goes not forward, doth it?
Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we have all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom! Thus hast he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not escape 6 pence a day, and Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would deserve it, 6 pence a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom, O masqueradious day, a most happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian, I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you that the Duke hath dined. Get your pearls together, good strings on your beards, new ribbons on your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look o'er his parts, for the short and the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen. Let him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away, go away.
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never believed these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such cheating brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. Lunatic, the lover and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devil than the vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, as all frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to the shape and gives to airy nothing a local habitation name. Such tricks has strong imagination, that it could but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of the joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush suppose a bear.
But all the story of the night told over, all their minds transfigured so together, more witness set than fancy's images, I engrossed to something of great constancy, but, howsoever, strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love, accompany your hearts.
More than to us. Wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what mass, what dances shall we have, to wear away this long age of 3 hours? Between our after supper and bedtime, where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play? To ease the anguish of torturing hour, call pillow straight.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mass, what music, how shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are reaped. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
Battles with the centaurs, to be sung by Athenian unique to the harp. Well, none of that have told my love. In glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it was played. When I from Thebes came the last conqueror, that thrice three muses mourning the death of learning, late disease and beggary. That is some satire keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious breaching of young Pyramus, and his love used to be very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot and ice, wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is a brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which make it tedious, for in all the play there is not one word up, one player fitted and tragical, my noble lord it is, for Pyramus wherein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearse, I must confess made mine eyes water, but more merry tears the passion of loud daughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never blotted in their minds till now, and now have told their unbreathed memories with his name play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing, nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intense, extremely stretched and con with cruel pain to do your service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss, when simpliness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharge a duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kinder we give them the things for nothing, our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty could not do. Noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied to simplicity. In least, speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the royal prologue is others.
Let him approach, flourish with trumpets.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show. but wander on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus. If you would know this beauteous lady, this way is certain. This man with lime and raucous doth present wall, that veil wall which did these lovers sunder, and through walls chink. Poor souls, they are content to whispers, as the which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn, present moonshine, for if you will know, by moonshine did this lover think no scorn. To meet at Nimbus' tomb, there to woo, this grisly beast which lion hight by name. The trusty Tisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather than afraid, and as she fled, her gentle mantle she did fall, which lion bell with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and find his thirsty Tisbe's mantle slain. Wear it with bloody blameful blade. He bravely broached his boiling bloody breast, and this base tarrying in mulberry shade. His dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion moonshine wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while there they do remain.
Wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I once not by name present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that it had a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly, this loam, this rough outcast that this stone doth show, that I am the same wall, and the truth is so, and the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
The wittiest partition that ere I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus, draw near the wall. Silence!
O grim looked night, O night, with hue so black, O night, whichever art when day is not, O night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe promises forgot, and thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, O thou wall, O wall, sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink, blink through with mine's eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this, but what see I? No Thisbe do I see, O wicked wall, through who I see no bliss, cursed by thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is in Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now. I am to spy on her through the wall, you shall see. It will fall path as I told you. Yonder she comes.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed by stones, thy stones with lime hair nipped up in tea.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink, to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love I think.
Think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander I am trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Ninny's tomb, meet me straightway.
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I wall my part discharged so, and being done thus wall away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse, if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You! Ladies! You whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor. may now perchance both quake and tremble here. When lion rough in wildest rage doth roar, oh, then know that I, one snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as a lion come and strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
Very gentle beast, of a good conscience.
The very best at the beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lantern that the horned moon present, myself, the man, and the moon, thus seems to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. How it else the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change.
Hears by his small light of discretion that he is in the wane, but yet, in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay in the time.
Proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon. I, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush. And this dog, my dog.
Why all these should be in the lantern, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Tisby.
This is old Nini's tomb.
Nino's thumb.
Nanny's tomb. Where is my love?
Roar! Roar! Roar!
Well roared, lion.
Run, Tisby.
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Well mouse, lion.
And so the lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moons, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take Trias Thisby's sight. But stay! Oh, spite! But mark, poor knight, what a dreadful dole is here! Eyes, do you see? How could it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear! What? Stained with blood, approach ye furies fell! Oh, fates, come, come, cut the thread and trum, quail, crush, condolent, quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore nature didst thou lion's frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered, my dear, which is which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out, sword and wound the pap of Pyramus. I that left pap where the heart doth pop. Ah! Thus die I, thus. Now am I dead? Now am I fled, my soul in the sky? Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die, 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 die.
No die for him, but an ace. For him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover, and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before this bee comes back and find her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Asleep, my love? What then, my love? O Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak! Quite dumb, dead, a tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These my lips, this cherry nose, this yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, lovers wake moan. His eyes were as green as a leek's. O sisters, thee, we come to me, with hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore, since you have shore with shares of thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword, come blade in my breast imbue. Ah! And farewell, my friends, thus this begins. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Lion and the moonshine are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and wall too.
No, assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue or hear a Burgo mask dance between the two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse, never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. But come, your Bergomas, let your epilogue alone.
1, 2, ready, go!
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with their task for done. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, everyone lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate steam, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic, not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. Strip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle team, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest buck, if we have an earned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue we will make amends ere long, else the pack a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and robbery shall restore amends.